17 men and this twin-engine motor launch were taken into custody by British authorities in the Bahamas to forestall a raid on Cuban shipping. Under the leadership of Jerry Buchanan, an American, the men planned to attack a Soviet tanker. The British, who are cooperating with the U.S. to prevent such hit-and-run raids, arrested the men before they could put to sea, but they were later released. Both governments hope to put an end to these forays by Cuban patriots, sneak attacks that have done little more than antagonize Russia and Cuba. These raids were discussed by President Kennedy, who feels that they create a situation fraught with danger. He feels raiders should join the U.S. Armed Forces, as have other Cuban exiles.
I think that when these issues of war and peace hang in the balance, that the United States government and authorities should, and when American territory is being used, should have a position of some control on the matter. So we don't think that they're effective. We don't think they weaken Castro. We don't think that a rather hastily organized raid, which maybe shoots up a merchant ship, kills some crewman, comes back, holds a press conference. Doesn't seem to us that that represents a serious blow to Castro, and in fact may assist him in maintaining his control. We distinguish between those actions which we feel advances the cause of freedom and these hit-and-run raids which we do not feel advance the cause of freedom, and we're attempting to discourage those.
Lady Churchill celebrates her 78th birthday, and Sir Winston makes one of his rare public appearances for the occasion. They are marking the day with a short ride to their daughter's apartment for a party with intimate friends. The birthday gifts included one unique even for the Churchill family. Sir Winston has been made an honorary citizen of the United States. This rare honor is a tribute to his leadership of free men during the critical years of World War II. Is the British Bulldog in December 1941, when he came to Washington for conferences with American leaders. These were the dark days for the democracies. Hitler seemed to be winning in Europe. The Japanese were overrunning the South Pacific and Asia. To Americans, still shocked by the debacle of Pearl Harbor a few weeks before, Mr. Churchill symbolized the dogged determination of our ally in Europe, and he received an ovation from a joint session of Congress. His address, marked by quiet courage and confidence, was typical of the British statesman.
It is not given to us to peer into the mysteries of the future. Still I avow my hope and faith, sure and inviolate, that in the days to come, the British and American peoples will, for their own safety and for the good of all, walk together in majesty, in justice, and in peace.
Now, 22 years later, Sir Winston becomes an honorary American citizen, an honor conferred on but one other man, the Marquis de Lafayette, for his aid to the cause of the American Revolution. Sir Winston, fellow citizen. The paradise that is Bali became an inferno of death and destruction as Gunung Agung exploded in fury and rained horror on the island people. Nearly 2,000 died as stones as big as houses rained down and white-hot lava poured into villages. The Balinese, believing that the gods are angry when Agung becomes restless, had built a temple on the mountainside. It was here that hundreds died. The ashes are still warm as worshippers return to placate the gods and pray for an end to their wrath. So great is the devastation that the Indonesian government may vacate the island completely. The swank ski resort of Zermatt is like a city of the dead. An epidemic of typhoid at the height of the season sent thousands scurrying away from the threat of sickness and death, leaving Zermatt to health officials. 450 people were hospitalized, and cases were discovered as far away as Pound Ridge in New York's Westchester County. Now only sanitation workers and doctors remain in the resort. All hotels are closed. Not a restaurant or public building is open. The culprit seems to have been contaminated drinking water, the mains spreading the disease like wildfire. Authorities term it a small miracle that few deaths followed the epidemic. Bursting forth in all their glory to hail the advent of spring, Washington's cherry blossoms have the nation's capital framed in a breathtaking bower of beauty. Even the parade of pulchritude from 50 states takes second place to nature's floral display. A vivid panorama to impress everyone. Well, nearly everyone. It's a picture an artist could paint, and usually does. The original plantings were a gift from the Japanese government more than 50 years ago, and as the trees blossom, it's like some fairyland transplanted from the Orient. When the cherry trees bloom in Washington, can the tourists be far behind?